Tennis umpires are the backbones of matches. They make sure the rules are coherently adhered to. They keep tally of the score. They are the human Hawkeye of questionable shots. They keep the linesmen and ball kids in order. They try their best to control the rowdy spectators. They try to keep peace amongst players. And they do their best to resolve conflicts between themselves and frustrated tennis players. However, the backbone of tennis matches there are times when umpires step over their line of authority. In this video, we will talk about incidents and cases when umpires have done unacceptable acts that have put their careers in jeopardy. Because of this, they have either received a warning, a temporary leave, or even banned permanently from umpiring ever again. Sweden's gold-badged umpire Mohamed Layani was offering encouragement to Australia's bad boy of tennis Nick Kyrgios to not give up and keep playing during a match at the 2018 US Open. Kyrgios was physically and mentally exhausted, repeatedly expressing his desire to give up on the match and retire after being a set and break down in his second round battle against Frenchman Pierre-Hugues Herbert. What was questionable to many was the fact that Layani physically got down from his chair during a changeover to provide to what many deemed coaching. After this, Kyrgios quickly rebounded, broke back to bring the second set to a tiebreak, and eventually fellow players, including 20-time Grand Slam winner Roger Federer, was quick to criticize Layani's actions, deeming it as unprofessional, believing it wasn't his place to coach a player, and an injustice to Kyrgios' opponent Herbert. The US Opening Governing Board said Layani had gone beyond the protocol as an umpire. ATP Executive Vice President Gail David Bradshaw added that Layani is a world-class and highly respected umpire. Despite his actions were in good intention, they crossed a line that compromised impartiality as an umpire, and therefore, his actions cannot go without disciplinary sanction. In the end, the Tennis Governing Board and Tribunal deemed Layani's actions as unprofessional and decided to ban him from umpiring for 2 weeks. Argentine umpire Damian Steiner reached a milestone in his career when he was chosen to umpire for a Grand Slam men's final for the first time. He was chosen to umpire the epic 2019 Wimbledon's clash between Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. The match turned out to be one of the most entertaining finals ever and the longest finals in Wimbledon history. Despite this being a historic event, it turned out to be detrimental for Steiner himself as he was fired from the ATP Tour, which had been his main employer. The gold badge umpire was dismissed for violating tour policies by giving multiple interviews to the Argentinian news media regarding the men's final match without the permission and authorization from the ATP. According to the ATP, Steiner not only failed to seek the permission from tour supervisors before he gave more than a dozen interviews, but he also delved into topics that would have been off limits even if the ATP had granted permission. There's also the case of match fixing. Not only do tennis players partake in match fixing, but even umpires themselves. Kazakh umpire Kirill Pafanov was banned from umpiring for life in February 2015 after attempting to manipulate the scoring of the matches via an official through Facebook messaging. Denis Pitner of Croatia was suspended for 12 months at the start of August 2015 for regularly logging on to a betting account from which bets were placed on tennis matches. There were believed to be many cases of umpires tampering the scores to favour match fixers and gamblers. These umpires are alleged to have deliberately delayed updating the scores for up to 60 seconds, allowing gamblers to place bets knowing what was going to happen next. Italy's gold badge umpire Gianluca Moscarella has been indefinitely suspended from the ATP Tour after inappropriate conducts during an ATP Challenger Tour match in Florence of October 2019. During a changeover, Moscarella made inappropriate remarks to an underage ball girl.
Sei fantastico. Salutato. Molto sexy. Per conquistare. Diventi matta, eh? Becco. Caruccio lui. Caruccio. La palla su.
During another changeover, Moscarella told one of the players to play properly and stay focused so he can finish up the match quickly because he couldn't withstand the heat.
Vuoi l'ombrello? No. Ok. Dai, forza e coraggio, su. Caro Pedro, forza. Stai concentrato, cazzo. 2 minuti e finisci. Stai concentrato. Non mi rompere, sta buena, non ti preoccupi della bola. Juega al tennis. Yo miro la bola, tú juega, no te preocupes. Tú juega la bola. Y yo la miro. Forza, que hace mucho calor. Allora juega concentrato, por favor. Soy viejo, estar a la cancha 2 horas, por favor. Te mato, te mato. Stai concentrato, por favor. Concentrado, por favor. Es un partido que ganar 6-1, 6-1, la concha de mi hermana. 45 balas de break tenía, 45. Sí, pero no hay energía. Pega la bola, cazzo. Dai, su, Coppa Davis.
Whether it's silly mistakes that umpires make, or taking advantage of their authority, umpires too have a duty to be professional and to be fair to everyone on their court.